The north end of Boston is bustling. Dock workers prepare ships. Children, Maria and Antonio, play near a massive 50-foot-tall molasses tank belonging to Purity Distilling Company. It looks old and a bit rusty. On a bizarrely warm afternoon in Boston, January 15th, 1919, the world was reminded that even the most benign substances could harbor deadly potential. The air was thick with the scent of fermenting sweetness, a familiar aroma in the North End district, home to the immense storage tank of Purity Distilling Company. A crack spiderwebs across the tank's lower half. It groans ominously. It was this tank, holding over 2.3 million gallons of dark, syrupy molasses, that was about to unleash one of the most astonishing and macabre disasters in American history. Sound of a deep metallic groan, intensifying. Maria and Antonio are laughing, chasing a ball. The day had started like any other. Dock workers were preparing to load the sweet cargo, molasses, a key ingredient for industrial alcohol and rum, onto ships for export. Children played in the streets. The tank begins to bulge. More cracks appear. Then, at approximately 12:30 p.m., the world turned liquid. Sound of a tremendous explosion, like a cannon shot mixed with a train wreck. The molasses tank ruptures catastrophically. A massive dark brown wave, easily 15 to 25 feet high, erupts from the tank. The wave moves with terrifying speed, 35 miles per hour. Without warning, the enormous steel tank, a rusting hulk that had long been a neighborhood fixture, catastrophically ruptured. The sound was reportedly like a cannon shot, or, as one witness described it, a roar, a long, sustained rumble, like the sound of a train wreck. The wave slams into elevated train tracks, ripping a section clean off its supports. A trolley is nearly swept away. What followed was a nightmare of biblical proportions. A tidal wave of molasses, estimated to be between 15 and 25 feet high, surged out of the collapsed tank at a speed of up to 35 miles per hour. This wasn't a slow, sticky ooze. It was a fast, powerful, and utterly relentless flood. The wave engulfs the nearby U.S. Industrial Alcohol Building, flattening it. Homes are ripped from foundations, carried away. Horses struggle and disappear. Maria and Antonio scream. The wave is upon them. The sheer, dense weight of the molasses was its deadliest attribute. At roughly 11.7 pounds per gallon, the syrupy flood carried the force of a battering ram. Homes and wooden buildings were instantly ripped from their foundations and carried hundreds of feet. Horses were drowned in their harnesses, and 21 people were killed instantly, crushed, or drowned in the thick, inescapable goo. The molasses sweeps over everything, then begins to slow, cool, and thicken, a landscape of sticky devastation. Debris and bodies are caught, suspended. The sheer density of the molasses meant that victims could not swim. They were simply submerged and held fast. The scene of the disaster was one of unimaginable horror and chaos, punctuated by the gruesome, sucking sounds of the molasses receding and settling. Exterior, North End, later, moments after flood. Sound of muffled cries, distant sirens, the sickening suck of molasses. Rescuers arrive. Firefighters, police, and sailors from the USS Nantucket wade into the waist-deep, cooling molasses. It's like quicksand. They struggle to move. One rescuer, a grizzled sailor, tries to pull a man trapped from the goo. The man is stuck fast. He's pinned in. It's like concrete already. Other rescuers use ropes and crowbars, trying to free victims. Rescuers arrive to a surreal landscape. The molasses, now cooling in the January air, began to thicken. Victims and animals were not just covered, but trapped, immobilized as the substance quickly hardened. Rescuers had to wade waist-deep into the rickety, sticky residue, often unable to see submerged victims. They struggle to reach Maria and Antonio. The children are half submerged, eyes wide with terror. The molasses is so thick they have to literally saw through it to free some people. The rescue effort was arduous and protracted. It took 4 days to recover the last body, and even then, the official death toll of 21 and the count of 150 injured were probably conservative. Interior courtroom, day, 1920s. A somber courtroom. Lawyers for USIA, Purity's parent company, present their case.